yo siendo un poquito light skin, I got unfortunately picked out a lot. So,
te hicieron mucho bullying.
Yeah, bro.
¿Qué te decían, por ejemplo?
De todo. ¿Qué no me decían?
Bueno que lo dices. Cuando te empiezas algo nuevo es muy difícil.
Super.
Pasaste trabajo, pasaste hambre, dinero. ¿Qué te hizo falta? ¿Qué tiempo te tomó vender la primera propiedad, más o menos? But you know why you are mentally strong? Because your energy was drained at a certain point, and then that makes you stronger.
Yes. Yeah, I hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Rock bottom. Yeah. So,
you used to cry by yourself? This is the Willy Mena Uncommon podcast. Action. Este podcast es interesante en el sentido de que hay muchas personas que se han dedicado a sentarse conmigo y le agradezco su tiempo, que es su primera vez que se sienten en un podcast. Entonces, yo tengo la oportunidad hoy de hablar con una persona que también es su primera vez en un podcast. ¿Cómo tú estás, Alan? Cuéntame.
Muy bien. Gracias por tenerme.
How you feel? You can speak in English because what I told you before we got here, I'm trying to make also content in English so we can do it both.
Yeah.
So if you feel comfortable in English, and then we can mix it up. We can mix it up.
Yeah.
So
I'm good. So thanks for having me.
Yeah. ¿De dónde tú eres específicamente?
Mis padres son dominicanos.
Okay.
Nací en el Bronx, New York.
Oh, sí.
Yes. Candela.
Yo nací en Manhattan.
Nice.
Pero me llevan para Santo Domingo cuando estaba jovencito. Ya a los 2 años yo estaba en...
Bad kid?
Sí. No, yo era un bebé. Yo era un bebé, desgraciado. Pero me llevaron para allá jovencito, un bebecito. Y me crié allá.
Yeah.
¿Cómo fue la niñez allá en el Bronx? Pésima.
You can imagine. Yeah, bro. So born in 86. So it was a little bit tough.
That was before Giuliani, wasn't it?
Sí.
Sí, Giuliani fue en los 90.
Sí, antes. So un poquito rough. It's basically a community of Puerto Ricans and blacks. So yo siendo un poquito light skin, I got unfortunately picked out a lot. So,
te hicieron mucho bullying.
Yeah, bro.
¿Qué te decían, por ejemplo?
De todo. ¿Qué no me decían?
Dame un ejemplo.
No. ¿Qué no me decían? Let's not get into that. Pero no, ese muchacho, sí, it was a little bit rough. So, después de eso, entonces me fui a Puerto Rico.
Bendito.
Sí, y viví en un Macao por mucho tiempo. To get out of kind of the Bronx environment.
¿Y qué edad tú tenías en Puerto Rico, más o menos?
Desde los 10 hasta los 15. Hasta los 15. Y después de ahí, pues entonces fui a República Dominicana. Y que mis papás son de allá, de Boca Chica. So viví 2 años en Boca Chica. Y después a Florida.
Pero, cuando tú fuiste de Nueva York a Puerto Rico, ¿tú sabías español o no?
I don't remember.
It hasn't been that long.
I don't remember.
¿Y no te afectó el hecho del idioma allá en Puerto Rico? Eso no te acuerdas tampoco.
Actually, I did it. I spoke Spanish, yes, a little bit, but not as good as now because my primary language was English at the time. But now it has... I don't have a primary language now.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
How was your time in the Dominican Republic?
It was good. A lot of freedom as a kid.
I can imagine.
Compared to like New York, the Bronx, which is just in an apartment and not been able to go out by yourself like as a kid. So it was freedom. Now Puerto Rico was also freedom, but still a little bit constrained. But DR was kind of freedom at its finest.
Yeah. Y interesante eso que todavía el día de hoy es de igual manera, aunque hay muchos edificios que se están creando y cosas que eso cambia el asunto.
Yes, it's changing.
Pero sigue siendo así como de libertad.
Sí. Yeah.
Sí. ¿Y en qué momento decides volver para Estados Unidos?
So, the reason that our family came back to Florida was because my sister's Down syndrome.
Okay.
So she was born in Puerto Rico, but when we moved to Dominican Republic, there wasn't any help. Well, to like help her like triunfar, como salir adelante. So nosotros vivíamos en Boca Chica y la única gente que estaba apta para darle como terapia y ayudarla era en la capital. So, eso era, imagínate, de Boca Chica a la capital.
Es
un viaje larguísimo.
Sí.
So, entonces mi mamá decidió venir para Orlando, para Florida. Y ahí fue que vinimos para buscarle atención a mi hermanita.
Okay. Y ella es, me imagino que she's younger than you, right?
Sí, she's 25, actually. Okay. 25.
¿Y cómo es vivir con una persona de síndrome de Down? Yo tuve una experiencia, no viví con ella, pero era un familiar cercano y era... los momentos que viví con ella fueron como hermosos, no sé.
Ellos no conocen malicia, ellos no conocen... Todo lo de ellos es felicidad. Which is amazing. It actually puts you in another level of just understanding people and the capacity. Like, wow, people just can be happy forever. So she's extremely happy, and most of, if not all, Down syndrome kids are like happy all the time.
Yeah.
Y son bien tiernos. Te cambia la perspectiva de la gente.
De cómo tú ves a la gente.
Exactamente.
Sí.
Exacto.
¿Y a ti qué tú podrías decir que te impactó viviendo con una persona que tiene esa condición?
It was like at a young age that I was like 10 when she was born, 10, 11. So I was still a kid.
But you knew right away that she was Down syndrome, right?
We knew when she was born. Back then, they didn't have kind of the specialties to say, "Hey, she is being born with Down syndrome." So basically, when she was born, it was shocking to us. It was a surprise, and we had to adapt immediately. So that's when basically we kind of like, all right, what do we do? Yeah. How do we do this? But we tackled it, and she's amazing. My mom is amazing. My parents are doing a great job just raising her.
Was it worth it to move from DR to here?
100%. Unfortunately, we live in a country, DR, which there's not a lot of resources for people with needs. So coming to Florida and the U.S., it's like, okay, there's a lot more resources that we can work with.
Yeah.
And it's also expensive.
It is.
Extremely expensive.
It is. Here is expensive too.
Super
expensive.
Yes.
Pero, viéndolo desde el punto de vista de que tú quieres ayudar a la persona que tú amas. Porque un hijo tú lo amas, un hermano tú lo vas a amar por toda la vida. Sí. Tú haces lo que sea por esa persona. Claro. Y yo creo que esa decisión es muy válida.
Sí. Tuvimos la oportunidad de volver. Hay mucha gente viviendo allá que no tiene la oportunidad de viajar. So,
sí. En mi caso fue parecido. Bueno, no parecido. Porque no tengo una hermana o un familiar que tenga Down syndrome. Pero en el sentido de que yo pude haberme quedado en República Dominicana y echar el proyecto allá y posiblemente hubiese sido successful en esto que estoy haciendo. Pero el hecho de que yo decía, no, yo creo que yo voy a ser independiente más fácil en Estados Unidos. Mentira, no fue más fácil. Pero todavía yo digo que dependo de los padres míos, aunque yo estoy casado y tengo familia y vaina. Pero yo entendía que era más fácil y yo vine y tuve la oportunidad de volver. O sea que mucha gente realmente se va y no puede volver.
Yes. Y no es tan fácil como la gente lo pinta. Tampoco.
Esa es la parte más... ¿Tú sabes que por eso empezó el podcast al principio?
¿Ya?
Sí, porque yo hablaba... O sea, siempre hablo con personas que son hispanos y que son inmigrantes o hijos de inmigrantes y pregunto que cómo fue su vida aquí. Y tú te pones a escuchar todas las historias de las personas que vinieron aquí. Cada quien tiene una historia diferente y de un trabajo diferente de cómo lo pasaron.
Yeah.
Que no es tan fácil como se ve.
Yeah, agree. 100%.
Sí. ¿Cómo tú ahora mismo eres real estate?
Yeah, I do real estate.
Real estate, que el que lo sigue en Instagram dice, hay que seguirlo porque la casa que este hombre sube es como para que tú pienses, coño, en un futuro quiero vivir en algo así. Y la más barata que yo he visto, porque tengo una idea, tienen como $5 millones que cuesta. pero hablando en serio, ¿cómo tú te adentras al real estate? Un mundo complejo.
So, I started real estate in New York City. My parents always did real estate.
Okay.
In Puerto Rico y en República Dominicana. So kind of saw an interest, always had an interest there in real estate, pero no tenía la oportunidad o no tenía el ánimo o como quien dice ese empuje para hacerlo. So, ¿cómo llego ahí? Yo trabajaba en retail. I used to do retail, high-end retail for Giorgio Armani.
So you always been in retail, like high-end stuff?
Yes.
And how you ended up on that? I want to get into it.
I used to work in Disney World in Pizza Planet, Toy Story Pizza Planet.
So that wasn't a high-end job.
No, I used to make pizzas. But being in high school and having not pressure, pero yo estoy recién llegado de Boca Chica a Orlando, right? So el estilo de uno vestir es muy diferente.
Sí.
Y viviendo en Santo Domingo y comprando cosas en la Duarte, falsificado, y llegar a Orlando, donde todos los muchachitos tienen tenis de 80 pesos, 100 pesos, y tú, wow, it's
es como yo quiero hacerla.
Yeah. So, nunca tuve ese lujo to afford these things. My parents never had it at that time. Y entonces me meto a Pizza Planet, reúno y me compro un carrito.
¿Qué carro compraste?
Un Honda Prelude. A Prelude, de 2 puertas. I think 92 or 91, something like that.
Okay.
Me costó yo creo que $2,500. Sudado, loco. Oye, esos son los $2,500 más sudados, loco. Mira, Dios mío. Entonces, so, yendo a high school, going back to how I got into high-end retail, going into high school, seeing these kids buying jerseys of $100 too and all that stuff, and the fashion being changed from what I used to wear, I como que, mierda, how am I gonna afford that? Si los papás míos no me pueden dar 100 pesos para yo comprarme una camisa, un jersey, porque para ese tiempo se usaban mucho los jerseys.
Sí.
Y yo, mierda, ¿cómo lo hago? Me gradué de high school, voy para college. Ahí yo digo, shit, how can I afford this? So yo me metí a trabajar a Armani Exchange.
Okay.
Only for the reason to get discounts. Yes, for that.
Smart
Yeah,
move.
because I didn't have to pay rent. Nada. El carro lo pagué, saldo, $2,500 y yeah. So entonces, okay. So I like how people are dressing up. Ese tiempo, Armani Exchange era like, boom. It was like, everybody wanted Armani Exchange.
Yeah.
So empecé a trabajar ahí y just to get discounts. And I think it was in Port Orlando. It was, I believe, Armani Exchange only had like 4 stores in the entire like nation by that time. Now they have like hundreds, I believe. Y pues entonces de ahí escalé a Giorgio Armani en Premium Outlet in Orlando.
Okay, un paréntesis. ¿Cuál es la diferencia de Armani Exchange and Giorgio Armani?
Armani is like streetwear, kind of like t-shirts and jeans and
Got it.
Really basic stuff. And Giorgio Armani is a little bit high-end, which is kind of like 5-6 times the prices of Armani Exchange. Armani Exchange is for like a younger generation type of thing. That's how they put it.
Okay.
And Giorgio Armani is kind of, by that time, was like suits and stuff like that. And then they got into kind of more day-to-day wear.
Got it. Okay.
I could be wrong, but that's how
you used to see it.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
Y después de ahí, pues entonces hubo una oportunidad para ir para, well, actually, going back, I had my kid in Orlando when I was in college.
Oh, you have a kid?
Yes, he's 15. Nice. Amazing child.
That changed your life. Yo tengo una de 7 meses y...
A los 19 lo tuve.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, so that changed my life entirely. Now I live for him. Pero sí. At 19, I had a kid.
Wow.
Yeah, un desastre.
How was that moment when you knew that happened? That was coming.
Hasta ahora todavía no me lo creo. To have a 15-year-old kid. I mean, salimos y
Your brother.
nadie cree that he's my kid.
Or your nephew.
He's even bigger than me. Like, he's un burrito. So, but yeah. So that changed my life. So it was like, how am I going to step it up? How am I going to get to the next level? Y para ese tiempo, ella se mudó, la mamá del hijo, y el niño mío se mudaron para New Jersey. So I was like, I want to be close to him. So para ese tiempo abrió Giorgio Armani on Fifth Avenue, a store.
In New York.
In New York. So I asked for a transfer. So they gave me the transfer, and that's kind of how I ended up in high-end retail.
Okay, so after that, how do you get into real estate, high-end real estate?
So I was making okay money in Giorgio Armani, and then
What is okay money? Like $5,000 a month?
Como anual, como 60-70 mil pesos.
Yo quiero que ustedes sepan que yo tengo 7 años viviendo en Estados Unidos. Yo no he hecho $60,000. Y eso hace 15 años, más o menos. Ya ustedes saben el dinero que él estaba haciendo back then. Y él está diciendo que eso es okay money. Claro, todo es perspectiva. Everything is perspective.
It's relative. Yeah. It's all based on commission on high-end retail. So basically, there's a base salary and you push yourself to do more. Y en Nueva York, sí, 70, pero you take home like 35 clean. Taxes are just insane.
There are 3 types of taxes.
Yeah, city, state, and federal. It's like, take all my money. Why am I here?
Un paréntesis. Eso es lo que mucha gente no entiende de Nueva York. Mucha gente dice, no, yo me quiero mudar de Nueva York, pero quiero ganar lo mismo que ganaba allá.
Yeah.
Mi amor, no vas a ganar lo mismo porque allá tú tienes que pagar 3 taxes. Aquí tú nada más pagas 1.
Yes.
Y el lifestyle es totalmente diferente.
100%.
O sea que...
Yes.
Pero bueno, seguimos.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Where were we?
You were making like $60,000 a year.
Giorgio Armani. So entonces it wasn't enough money, basically, which is not money at all in New York City.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah. Para ese tiempo, tengo una novia que vivimos juntos, and I just like expensive stuff, you know. So it's not money. Y entonces hay una oportunidad en Bergdorf Goodman and Fifth Avenue, which is kind of the #1 store in the world in high-end retail. They sell all the brands, like a department store, basically.
Okay.
It's on Fifth Avenue and 58th Street.
What kind of stuff they sell?
Everything high-end. Christian Dior, Giorgio Armani, Louis Vuitton.
It could be like Saks.
It's Saks on steroids.
Got it. Okay.
Basically, that's where every celebrities used to go. All the royal people go there, basically, because you could find everything in one place. It's like Saks. Yeah. It's like Saks. So entonces, I have a client that she's the CEO of, was the CEO of the company back then, Douglas Elliman, that I knew via a friend of mine. And for some reason, so I never got fired from any of my jobs ever. Pero pasó. Y me votaron. And to this day, I thank that guy that fired me. Which fired me, not enough of a good reason. I think it was something personal. But anyways, I thank him for that. Y entonces I'm like, hey, because retail could suck you in, right? Because it's good money. in Bergdorf, I was like almost doubling what I was doing at Giorgio Armani, because we have more things to sell and there's more variety. Y me despidió y yo pensé like I can fight and probably stay in the company because everybody loved me in the company. I believe everybody loves me. Y entonces, I'm like, you know what? This is the time for me to just get away from retail and do what I want to do, which is real estate.
So you always had that fire on you, like I want to do that.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No. I went to school to be a orthodontist. So
totally opposite.
Yes. So yo estudié microbiología y have my bachelor's in that to be a dentist.
Okay.
Pero mouth and me is not something that we can like relate. Yo like I can't.
Al menos que sea una mujer, tú sabes que tú.
Que loco. Like having it's just different being a dentist and like kudos to all the dentists. Like it's amazing what they do. It wasn't for me. Okay. It wasn't for me. Para no ofender a nadie. It wasn't for me. You know?
Didn't feel like it.
No, not at all. It wasn't my calling. Which it's good money. It could be great money, but it wasn't for me. I didn't love it. I was going to be miserable. So entonces I decided to go to real estate. And basically that's how I got into real estate, which was a little bit rough.
How was that? Bueno que lo dices. El cuando te empiezas algo nuevo es muy difícil.
Super.
Pasaste trabajo, pasaste hambre, dinero. ¿Qué te hizo falta? ¿Qué te hizo falta? Porque te lo pregunto. Voy a aprovechar este pedazo de él para que tú veas. Es una conversación. No es necesariamente hablando solamente de ti. Pero el que hace cosas como esta, que decide hacer algo nuevo, que está empezando, que quiere crear un camino, pasa mucho trabajo. Especialmente en algo que tú eres nuevo. Puede pasar hambre, muchas deudas. Tal vez no duermes porque estás pensando en qué tú quieres hacer y dónde quieres llegar. ¿Qué pasó contigo? ¿Cómo fue ese proceso? How was that process?
It was the hardest thing of my life, which I didn't think it was. Para ese tiempo, había salido $1 million listing, right? So it messes up with people's head. Oh wow, I can sell something $5 million and get this. Like, oh shit, like that's it. I just have to sell one. The hardest thing is just to sell that one.
The first one, yeah.
The first one. No, and the second one. And the third one. You have to make kind of a name for yourself and be in the industry for a long time. Porque a mí me conocían, like, I had clients that were extremely wealthy. Pero tú eres Alan que trabaja en Bergdorf. Tú no eres Alan que vende casa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's people that get into this field don't understand that. Like, I'm not going to trust you with my $5 million apartment to Alan que trabaja en retail. ¿Entiende?
Sí, so, son dos mundos diferentes.
A lot of people just ask me for advice. I'm like, dude, do it. Don't get discouraged. But just know that who you think is your client or who you're going to be, they're not going to go with you. It's extremely hard. Like, even for a brother or sister or a sibling that kind of is in the industry and nada más coge la licencia como para vender, it doesn't work that way. And it's really hard to like trust somebody with your most valuable asset that is not well known or doesn't have any experience. So that was really tough. But you have to kind of fake it till you make it.
¿Qué tiempo?
Basically.
Okay. ¿Qué tiempo te tomó vender la primera propiedad, más o menos?
Vender la primera propiedad, I think 2 years.
Wow. ¿Y qué te hiciste esos 2 años? ¿De qué tú vivías?
So, in real estate, if you're in real estate and you want to do real estate as an agent, you cannot do anything else. That's where people don't follow through and don't make it to the next level. You have to eat, breathe, and live real estate if you want to get to the other level. Yo mal pasé for probably 3 years 4 years.
¿Pero de qué tú vivías? ¿Qué tú hacías?
Renta.
Bueno, sí, también.
So, and working for kind of a mentor of broker. That he helped me a lot. So I used to like do runs for him and stuff like that, and he used to give me some cut of his deals. But personally, my sale was the first one like in 3 years. So yo voy de hacer like probably almost 100, 120 in retail to doing 12,000 en un año.
¿Tenías muchas deudas?
Tenía mucha deuda. Dime tú, ¿qué tú crees? No, yo estaba ahogado.
¿Y la novia que tú tenías? ¿Te ayudó?
Por una parte sí. Yes, and she stuck with it. But it was too much. Which finances come in between like a lot of relationship. But I
think all of the relationships.
See, and it's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad at all. But it took a toll on us. So, I mean...
No, pero a lo que quiero llegar es... No quiero saber datos de lo personal,
sí.
Pero sino más bien... Cuando pasan ese tipo de situaciones, hay personas que se te van del lado.
Claro, sí.
If she stuck with it, ella tenía cierto nivel de confianza que tú podías lograrlo en alguna manera u otra.
Sí. Pero lamentablemente... we went our separate ways.
Okay.
Which it was the best. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
which
of course.
You know, it's that had to happen.
You didn't think that way that day, but now you think it like it.
No, I thought it that way.
Since the first day?
100%, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Y nunca la culpé. It was basically, hey, you'll be better without me because I'm going to follow my dream no matter what. And my dream was to be financially independent for my kid and my son. So I can teach him the ways basically that he could become a better person and not kind of go through what I went through, but yes, go through with it porque siempre te molds you to para lo que tú quieres ser. So, so deudas ahogado.
Me imagino.
Ahogado.
Y psicológicamente.
Oh, it took a drain on me, dude. It's psychology, like it was bad. It was really bad. Y yo sé, y más cuando tú eres una persona que tú no preguntas por ayuda. Mi papá me ayudaban aquí, here and there, pero en realidad no sabe.
No era suficiente.
Sí, y no sabían lo que yo... El struggle. I kind of basically only knew the real struggle. Pues your parents, al final, y worried. Imagínate. Yeah. Ay, le baja la presión. Ay, esto y lo otro. So, I stuck it up. I had... y no me gusta pedir por ayuda. So, y no me gusta decir what I'm going through. Like, I'll figure it out. Like, I'm kind of, I want to say, a little bit strong mentally.
Mentally, yeah.
That this is this, and this is how I'm going to get to point B. And if this is not this way, yo no sigo chocando con la pared. Yo sigo, how are we going to get there?
But you know why you are mentally strong? Because your energy was draining at a certain point, and then that makes you stronger.
Yes. Yeah, I hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Rock bottom. Yeah.
So, you used to cry by yourself?
Tears. Yeah. How the
Especially
fuck I'm
having a son.
Oh, no. That's another thing. So, child support killed me. But she helped me out to not hey, give me money. I'm like, hey, I'll make it all right. Yeah, I just need time. And she, for the most part, helped me with that. Yeah, which I kind of appreciate a lot.
But not
100%.
Only that part, but also knowing that you have a kid that depends on you to be able to have food on their
100%.
table.
Y si yo no me puedo mantener, ¿cómo yo puedo
mantener a mi hijo?
Imposible. Lamentablemente, I was kind of not helping them in any way for 3 years, 4 years, which kind of sucked. And I felt horrible. But do I regret it?
No. Hell no.
I don't regret it.
Because you were chasing your dreams.
Sí, 100%. 100%. Kind of sounds selfish, but it was better for all of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Sacrifice.
Taking that part, which is... Después, cuando acabemos de grabar, te voy a decir algo. Y tú vas a entender...
Off camera, guys.
Yeah, off cameras. Que hemos hablado mucho off cameras también. Ustedes no pueden saberlo todo. Esa primera casa o esa primera propiedad que tú vendiste, ¿fue un high-end property que tú vendiste o no?
Yeah. So basically, luxury market is $1 million plus everywhere. So yeah, it was $3 million.
Y te salió como un 2% y medio.
My percentage? You're trying to calculate my income?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Lo que quiero llegar
3%,
es...
3%.
3%, ok. Lo que quiero llegar es, para entender algo, para llegar a un punto. Tú duraste 3, 4 años ganando, diciendo $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, tal vez 20, tal vez, que no es ni cerca lo que tú ganabas antes. Tú vendes una casa de 3 millones, te toca un 3%, eso viene siendo como $90,000 aproximadamente. Tú tienes un año listo ahí. ¿Qué tú hiciste cuando tú recibiste ese dinero?
Pagar los 3 que debía.
Las deudas.
Los 3 años anteriores. So I kind of got back to zero.
Which is great.
Yeah.
In a certain point.
Exactamente. Yeah. Very true. Yes.
Después de eso, ¿qué tiempo te tomó
So,
vender
como
las...
que me estaba ahogando y me puse en el barco. Y ahora estoy flotando.
Yo te estás respirando.
Sí.
Estás respirando.
Sí. Y un poquito relajado, pero como quiera, like, shit. We don't know when is your next check coming.
No.
That's the hardest thing for real estate when you work on a commission base only. Yeah, the next one came probably 7 months after.
Whoa.
Real estate in the high-end market is really tough, especially in New York City, which is... So basically, for you to understand, people to understand, 5% of the agents do 95% of the deals in New York City. And the other 95% of agents do the other 5% of deals. Which is it's something like that, 5 or 10%, but that's the numbers. So to make it into the high-end luxury, it's tough. It's not easy.
Eso se entiende porque no hay tanta gente que tenga dinero y ellos tampoco confían en todo el mundo.
Exactly.
Ya tú lo mencionaste.
Exactly.
¿Te acuerdas de esas personas que tú le vendiste la casa?
100%. Every single one of them.
You still have relationship with them?
Yes. Yeah. We have kind of always have relationship with all. You have to. That's how business work, and that's how you maintain your business. Referral. You have to do good by everybody to keep growing, basically.
Okay. Y ya pasará la parte de tu struggle y ya saliendo a flote del struggle. ¿Cuál fue el mejor año? A partir de eso, ¿cuál fue el año que tú vendiste más casas y cuántas vendiste? ¿Cuántas pudiste vender?
Last year.
Oh, yeah. The market was crazy.
Last year.
How many you
me personally, I have a business partner so we go back and forth New York and Florida still.
Okay. Por eso era que yo no había podido grabar con él, porque él siempre estaba en Nueva York, o no sé si era que me daba cotorra, pero él estaba o él estaba en Nueva York, o no estaba aquí, o no quería grabar. Una de las dos.
Las dos eran.
Suerte que, yo no tengo dinero para pagarle para que él se siente aquí.
No, hombre, no. La amistad. Vale.
Pero, ¿vendiste como 5 o 6?
No.
¿Más?
Yeah. It was the best year last year.
The thing is, the market was crazy.
It was insane.
Everybody wanted to buy.
Yes, it was crazy, especially here in Florida.
Con unos precios que el diablo.
Yes. But you have to take in consideration que your interest rates were extremely low.
Yeah, but now they're going down. I mean, the interest rate is going up, but the prices are going down.
It's a balance. It's the same.
Yeah, but it's going to take a time to be really balanced. Porque ahora mismo, según lo que yo estoy viendo, el interés está como en 7, 8.
Yeah, 7%.
Pero la casa está bajando 50, 100, hasta $200,000, yo he escuchado.
Sí. Sí. Okay, so we're going right into this. So, los precios que han bajado así drásticamente de $200,000, tal vez son casas de 2 y 3 millones de dólares, 4 millones de dólares, 5 millones de dólares. Pero una casa de $500,000 que te bajen 200, it's not happening.
Es una exageración.
It's not happening. Los precios se han mantenido, and still transactions are happening. La balanza es que los precios los intereses pueden bajar un poco y los precios de las casas también un poco. Pero no va a suceder lo mismo que estamos en 2018 with Miami prices. It's never going to happen again. It's never going to happen. Those prices are never coming back.
What happened in 2018? Oh, the
prices were extremely low.
Yeah.
Like the house medium per single family home average is basically, para ese entonces eran 550 averaje. Y ahora estamos $1 millón.
Wow.
Averaje. So, esos precios no van a volver. Y más ahora con todas las compañías que vienen. There's like 122 companies coming to Miami. Worldwide headquarters and local headquarters coming to Miami. Miami has become recession proof. So those prices of 2018 are not happening. So what we have to do is there's not a right time either to buy. If we're going right into this, time is whenever you're ready and whenever you can afford it, basically. That's it. And your money is safe with real estate assets.
Even though, okay. There's people saying that there's a recession coming in the United States. And that affects the whole world.
100%.
Because United States, you all know. ¿Qué tanto puede afectar, no solo en Miami, pero a Estados Unidos esa recesión? Porque hay mucha gente diciendo, claro, la media se vuelve loca y te hace a ti creer lo que no crees. No quiero hablar del tema de hace 2 años, pero nos pusieron la cabeza loca con el COVID y ustedes saben. Yo quiero saber qué tanto puede afectar la recesión, no solo en el real estate, en general, porque es todo un engranaje de todas las cosas.
So, how I said, Miami is recession proof. There's 122 companies coming. There's only 15 to 20% of those companies already established here. There's going to be a lot of employment of these companies bringing people here.
So there's not going to be way for you to not even transit in Miami.
It's gonna
be even worse than New York.
Yes, 100%. Yes, it is. So in the next 3 to 4 years, more of these companies are coming in and bringing their employees, and which is supply and demand, basically.
Yeah.
You bring a company with 100,000 employees, like,
of course,
they need a place to live, and supply and demand, basically. You have 5 people for the same house, creates a bidding war, which that's what happened during COVID last year and 2020 and 2021. So I'm saying it's going to be recession proof because of this reason. And everybody's going to spend money. Everybody's going to go out to restaurant. Everybody's going to kind of be the same lifestyle. Yes, no gastar tanto porque lo estamos viendo ahora, que la gente no está saliendo mucho. Los restaurantes han sido un poco afectados. No están, crypto's down, real estate market slightly
Everything's
down. Stock market is down. So people are like, okay, let me just not go out as much, which that's kind of what they do.
And that's
basically.
smart.
And yes. But high net worth individual, it's kind of basically doesn't affect it as much.
Yeah, but the country, how's going to be affected with that?
I mean, I hope I had a crystal ball to answer that. But I mean, Miami is going to be strong, and I don't think it's going to be hurt.
What about New York?
New York is always strong, and it has been through many crises, and it's still standing. So New York is, they probably see it a little bit hurt, but New York and Miami are recession proof. That's for a fact. I would say.
Okay. So, pero fuera, your expertise is
yes,
like
yes,
Miami.
New York and Miami. Yeah, I can't talk for the rest of the country.
Got it.
Yeah, but I could say that a lot of people from California are coming, which that can affect. I mean, Elon left California, so that was a huge blow, and a lot will follow as well. So that
Where he went to? I didn't know.
Texas. Ya creo que él puso el headquarters in Texas.
El de Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes,
when you have one individual like that leaving, it tells the other individuals like that, like, hey, what's going on? Like, all right, let me get out of here. The city is not helping me. So the major, actually, Francis Suarez and the governor did an amazing job, DeSantis, to bring all those companies here, which that's why we are Miami that we are now.
So in a certain point, we could say that if Miami is recession-proof, all the other cities around it are going to be...
Okay.
In a certain point, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Porque no todo el mundo va a querer vivir en Miami.
No, exacto. En Miami, me refiero a Miami como South Florida. Yes, a eso me refiero a Miami. Yeah.
¿Qué tú dices de Naples y esa zona para allá? Yo que vivo para allá, yo estoy preocupado, ¿tú me entiendes?
No conozco mucho Naples, pero queda un poco retirado de where people are. I mean...
But it's expensive, though.
Sí, claro, porque allá está en la costa también y otro, like, it's... Yeah, but I'm not so familiar with Naples, so I couldn't speak to that matter. But I mean, South Florida, yeah, it will be stable.
Got it. Una última pregunta. Dice que tú te quieres ir ya y tú estabas nervioso.
No me quiero ir. No,
ya no te quieres ir. Ya te dije.
No.
Estate tranquilo.
Tiempo, pero no.
No, pero tranquilo. Mira, tú dijiste algo muy importante. Yo todavía no he comprado mi primera casa. No sé cuándo lo vaya a hacer. Pero, ¿qué debe tener en cuenta una persona para hacer su primera compra? O sea, claro, cuando tú estés ready, cuando tengas el dinero, pero ¿qué es un indicativo para tú decir, ya yo puedo comprar?
You have to be ready. No hay un indicativo de...
Ok, pero psicológicamente está bien, pero de dinero y de posición...
So everybody has a different lifestyle,
Got
right?
it.
Everybody has different necessities as well. So if you feel that you are ready to buy a property, other than call me,
I'm not going to call you.
100%. So I'll help anybody. You know, I'll help anybody, and if I can't help it, somebody from the team will help. But we don't turn anybody away. But it's basically...
The reason why I'm saying I'm not going to call you is because you're going to sell houses over $1 million.
No. We can take care of anybody over $500,000, which is kind of average right now prices in South Florida. But the best thing to do to answer your question is speak to your bank, your mortgage broker, and see if you qualify. You'll be surprised what you can buy. And you're like, oh, wow, I can afford this? Yeah, you can afford it. It's just some people don't know. No se educan. So, no saben si puede comprar. Porque tú pagando una renta de $3,000, that could be your mortgage. Dando $20,000, like una casa de 300, 350, 400, y es tuya. Y ahí aprecia y coge equity, y you could take the equity out y seguir comprando. So, es educándote, es lo más importante. Edúcate, y there's a lot of ways to actually make it happen. So, yeah. It's just you that you feel that you're ready. And you're like, okay, I can spare this down payment. Like, yes, I'm ready to do it. Let's go, basically. So don't wait when the interest rates are low either. And we don't know if we're going to see those interest rates again as low as it was. So interest rates are low, prices go up. Interest rates go up, prices.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
So it's whenever you're ready.
No, y los interest, eso se maneja también, eso es gubernamental.
Claro,
ellos lo manejan como le da su gana.
Claro,
eso no lo sabemos, ¿no?
Yeah, they want to stop inflation and kind of all the supply, toda la casa flipping. So, yeah, that's what they're trying to stop. And kind of they have done. a good job on doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. However it works.
Exactamente.
Whatever you want to do.
Exactamente. Whatever floats your boat.
¿Cómo te sentiste ya para cerrar?
Good.
¿Se te olvidan los nervios?
Good. No, they're still there. They're still there. They're still there.
No, pero déjame decirte algo ya para cerrar. Así como es tu primera vez en un podcast, es la primera vez hablando como 50% of me talking in English. No es que yo me siento incómodo hablando inglés, pero como te dije, quiero hacer una transición de poder hacer los dos idiomas y sacarle provecho a
Yo creo que yo hablo un poquito de español también. No,
todo lo de español, todo lo de español. Está bien, está bien.
My brain is wired just like...
I know. I know how you feel. Don't worry. Muchas gracias, de verdad que sí. Te voy a explicar por qué te doy las gracias después de que termine de grabar. Porque me abriste la mente a mí y este podcast va a servir para una persona que también está viviendo algo que tú viviste. Pero después te explico. Gracias por tu tiempo y gracias por haber venido. Y al Chori también que me conectó contigo.
El Chori, yes. If you guys want to buy something, call me.
Di que.
Call me.
Thank you for listening to my podcast. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as Willy Mena G. Willy Mena Uncommon. Thank you so much.